dogfight, right? And he has a bunch of scars and he's all torn up. There's merit in that because it means he's survived. He's been through something. He's tough. He's game. And it's the same in life when you go through things and you have these, maybe not physical scars, in some cases physical scars.
Some cases,
right?
Yeah.
When you have these memories of these hard things that you went through, you always have these lessons that you carry forward that you eventually use to get you to a better place in life. So I tell everybody, never, ever, ever wish you didn't go through something, because that's probably the very thing that's going to teach you something that's going to get you to where you want to be. You know, I see obstacles as more of like puzzle pieces, because you don't know what an obstacle is going to teach you until you get past it, right? So I'll give you a great example. I used to own a business where I used to have to deal with a lot of, I work for Cadillac now. I work in sales. So we deal with a lot of objections over the phone. I'm number one in Cadillac in the whole dealership, and I'm number 2 in the whole company.
Nice.
15 dealerships. Why? Because of all the practice I've put in overcoming objections over the phone. I've done it for years, right? You know, that's how we met. So it was the reason I had to deal with a lot of garbage and a lot of clients treating me like crap and not knowing how to respond to certain things. The reason I had to go through all that and not make money is because I had to learn, this puzzle piece is, overcoming objections. Oh, this puzzle piece is sorting through clients. Okay, this puzzle piece is closing. Okay, and now it's like I put them all together. I have skills.
Right. It's a learning. It's all each
process.
Puzzle, each obstacle, each hard lesson is a learning experience
Definitely.
that molds you and shapes you, and helps you to grow.
110%, definitely. You have to earn a good life. You have to earn the things that you want. You say you want. You can't just say I deserve it. Why do you deserve it? Because you say so? No. You know what I mean? You have to put in the work. You have to sacrifice. You have to want to be able to put yourself in a position to show the universe or God or whatever you believe in, all right, he deserves this. He's been working 12 hours a day for 6 days a week for the past 5 years. You know what? All right, it's about time we reward this guy,
right.
You know? So, I mean, as a lawyer, you guys work insane hours sometimes, so, you know.
Yeah, you also, over the past few years, I've gotten involved with an organization in Atlanta that specializes in helping people like me to grow their firm.
Okay.
And to grow their practice, right? And one of the things that you learn is to take control of time, and so over the past few years, I've learned to give myself time, right? Because I need to, I can't burn myself out to the point where I'm going to drop dead, because I work myself. So that's one of the things, and you realize that time control is important, and that involves being disciplined about how to manage your time and how to manage my business end of things. Because as a lawyer, I practice law, but because it's my own office, I have to run a business, and it is a business. It's a law firm, AKA a business. And you learn how to do all that stuff. You learn how to take control, but discipline, dedication, and it's what I said. The putting the knowledge into practice, because you can know a lot of things and not do any of it. What are you getting? Nothing. When you put it into practice, and you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to do that, and then you realize, and you adjust, and you push the steering wheel this way because you learn that this way is bumpy, and you adjust.
Definitely.
I know you talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
About successes and methods to succeed, and it starts up here, and where we met. That's one of the first things that they taught is the mindset. It starts with your head. You got to have the right mindset. First of all, you got to get rid of any kind of jealousy, and be there. Jealousy and complaining about people and you focus on yourself and learn to be happy with other people's successes. Learn from their successes.
You got to get rid of the negativity.
Yeah, no, negativity.
It sucks the energy out of you.
One of the things that when I hire, and my office has I thought about it this week, because I got an IRS notice, okay?
Okay.
And in the past, an IRS notice would make me Okay, and I can say this on this podcast. I know. Okay, you know how we have a defense mechanism, right? You know what our defense mechanism is when suddenly we're struck with fear, like that fear that just makes you pale for a sudden, like you're in the middle of a war and all of a sudden the guy pulls out the gun. What does your body do, right? Your balls shrivel up and you go right into you, right? Your body pulls them into you as a defense mechanism. This is an amazing defense mechanism that we guys have. I don't know if girls have anything similar to that, but I don't think so. But the guys, their jewels get sucked in to be protected. That's an actual anatomical, physical reaction that guys have. So I get this IRS notice, and I'm like, oh man. And I see a number that says like $53,000 on it, something like that. Do I owe them? What did I do? What did I screw up? And I took a breath and I realized that what the notice is telling me is that the payroll, my office payroll, I was going to say that my office has doubled in the last 2 years. And my right-hand guy is Ramon. You remember Ramon? Of course. And so over the past 2 years, my office has doubled in size. I just hired a new attorney. And the notice was telling me, okay, because your payroll is now at this level, you have to pay the payroll withholding taxes. You've got to pay them every 2 weeks, okay, which is a big deal. I used to be able to send a check every 3 months with the 941 forms and everything, and then it became like every month. But that's a sign that IRS notice was good news of all things, because it was saying that my business had grown to the point that now I got to pay the IRS. The money that I take out of for payroll has got to go to the IRS every 2 weeks, which is growth. It is, exactly. But it's the discipline. It's just learning how to do it, and it's like I was saying, it starts with the mindset.
Isn't it crazy how the mind automatically goes to even guys like us who work hard to stay your mind automatically goes to like something negative.
Something negative. One of the things I did want to say was when I hire people, I always start by saying, in this office, this is this is a drama-free zone. We do not want drama, because what is drama?
Negativity. At its finest.
And it's subtle, and they disguise. There's the very clever people disguise it in so many different ways, pretending that it's it's to make things more productive. Mira,
and
I got your productive right here. And it's in my office, I said I don't do any drama in my office. No one else is allowed to, and we have a very good environment. We really like each other. We get along together. We get along well, and it's just a lot of fun. Good. And we try to make sure that when we hire someone who has that spirit of no drama, working with each other, because we're a team. I'm the guy with the license and the head, but we are a team. I am nobody without them. They make me shine, and like today's victory, right? It's just a group of people working together to make things come together.
That reminds me of a story. I've told this story on the last episode of the podcast, but I'll say it one more time because you're part of the story, and I didn't say that part of the story. So you remember we used to go to conventions for the sales organization that we're part of and everything?
Amazing stuff.
Yeah, we used to. They were it was convention.
Yeah, you learned so much.
Yeah, it was a great business school.
It was.
And there was this one convention that was in Phoenix. And then someone...
I remember that one.
Yeah. Someone was like, yeah, we got the hookup and we got cheap airline tickets. And the guy took like 10 people's money and he just disappeared.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he took... It was about $200 per person. There was about 10 or 20 of them. He took about $2,000 and just disappeared. Never saw him again. And back then, you knew us back then, right? Yeah. We were a bunch of broke kids trying to make a dream happen, right?
Exactly.
And... I had a decision to make. I had maybe $100 to my name, and a one-way flight was about $98. I bought the one-way flight. I didn't think about it. I didn't bat an eye. I was like, I'll figure it out.
That's the mindset. That's what we talk about. That's what I was just talking about, the mindset.
I didn't have any money for food, and you gave me a plate of food that night.
I did?
You did.
I don't remember that.
I don't know how you found out, but you found out that
I think I remember. Now I'm thinking about
You showed up at the doorstep of my hotel room, which, by the way, was someone who was letting me sleep in there because I didn't have any money for
I
a hotel.
remember something like that.
And I think you saw that I hadn't eaten the whole day. Like, you were watching me from afar. And then you knocked on my door, and you're like, Nelson. And you came with a full plate of food. It was like pasta, and I was starving. Like, just have dinner, man. I know. I got you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Man, I don't even remember that that vividly, but
that was a profound moment.
That comes from that spirit of giving and that spirit of doing things without no looking back.
And on my side,
I have given people money and they come
comes right back to you.
But they come back to me later, sometime in the future, trying to pay it back. I go, I owe you money. I honestly don't. I don't do it like that. I don't think of it like that.
No, but what I'm saying is, check this out. So on my side, the pure faith of knowing that trip was gonna work out, it all worked out. And it was like, look, I got food, I got a hotel room. It was crazy. That trip showed me, when you set your mind to something, there's no stopping you. I don't care how broke you are.
Yep.
I don't care if you have a bad background, if you're not qualified. I don't care if you've been to prison. Like, when your mind is focused on something, and you say, come hell or high water, it's going to happen, or I'm going to die trying.
That's right.
Most of the time, you end up getting it done.
Absolutely. Totally believe that. I've seen that over and over again in my my lifetime. I've seen it with my own eyes.
It's a
mindset. And it's like, the classic thing that people say, well, if you say you're not going to succeed, you're right. You're 100% right.
110%.
If you say that you're going to succeed, you're right. You're 100% right.
That trip, and then I ended up coming back. Someone found out that I didn't have, I was just there, and they were like, listen, we have a rental car, just hop in. And I ended up riding with somebody back, and I was in Miami 2 days later. It's crazy how that whole trip, it was just such a testament to that. It really showed me,
But those experiences, don't they just open you up and open up your mind?
Yes, so much.
And shows you the possibility of things and life and, just moving forward and
that, I'm sure you and I can talk about 10 different experiences where we thought we had these crazy circumstances and we said, you know what, I'm going to make this happen. And it happened in spite of whatever.
I can tell you that every time I've made a decision in my practice in growing and then moving to a bigger place and oh my God, how am I going to pay for this? And, all this doubt just fills your mind. That's normal. But you do it anyway, and you faithfully do it, and you set your mind, and you try to block out any of that negativity or the doubt, and you just do it.